Almost every YouTuber have a problem about how many viewers they have for their channel. If you're struggling with views and you wonder why are people not watching my channel, I'm going to give you 8 reasons. If you solve these one after the other, you are going to have gigantic views. I have had millions of views on YouTube, and these are the same strategies that I use. The number one problem you have is your thumbnail. Thumbnails are the first thing that gets seen on YouTube, either on mobile or on desktop. But then it's usually a problem for people who create these thumbnails unless you get these 4 things about thumbnails. Curiosity is number one. Remember, people are scrolling on YouTube. If there's nothing so interestingly curious about your thumbnail, nobody's going to stop to click it. Hence, you will not even have a view at all. Even if your video is the best in the world, nobody will know unless it is clicked. And if you think about this deeply, words that make you inquisitive, that is a curious word. If I'm in the finance niche, then if I use words like $5,000 in a day, that shows interest. I want $5,000 in a day. Then people can click. That is how you go about it. If you're in the relationship scene, imagine if you say somebody divorced his wife in the US and paid nothing. In US, whereby it's 50-50, a lot of people are going to be intrigued by that, and mere saying that, they're going to click. That is how to drive curiosity. Make sure your thumbnails are weird. Make sure they are intriguing. Make sure they are interfering. People are going to click. And that's not all. You can also use on your thumbnail clarity. Clarity is another metric you can use for your thumbnail. And how do you go about clarity? Make sure it is direct and clear. For example, how to tie a tie with a diagram of a tie. That is clear. So whoever wants to tie a tie will click on it. How to wear an headphone, and then you do before and after. When you don't know how to wear it, maybe you turn the headphone towards the opposite, and then the person that wore it correctly. These two in your thumbnail, anybody looking to know how to learn will already know, oh, this is how I'm wearing it wrongly. This is the new one. That is how to use clarity on your thumbnail. But it doesn't stop there. You can also use what we call virality, popularity, or being famous. There are some famous people in every niche. For example, if I'm into sports, as soon as I put Ronaldo on my thumbnail, people are going to know what I'm talking about. And then I just put Ronaldo and I put maybe insane skills. Everybody knows. If you put Elon Musk and then you put something about finance, everybody can tag that together. So you can use popular faces, famous faces, or things. It doesn't have to be with faces. Halloween is popular. Christmas is popular. All of these popular things as well, you can use based on that seasonality. That's another thumbnail hack you can use for views. You can also use niche identity. These identities are synonymous to each niche. For example, if you're an affiliate marketer, you already know what ClickBank is. If you are going to make money online, if I talk about Google AdSense, an average person knows what that is intriguing, and it's clear enough for them to know that this is what I want to click. Since I've been promised $1,000 on Google AdSense, that is niche identity. So use any of these and you see your thumbnail skyrocket. Number 2 reasons why people are not watching your channel, why you are not getting view, is because you are not treating interesting topics. A lot of people just will want to create something without checking out if people actually have interest in them, interest in this topic. Let me cite you an example. When you say how to make coconut chips as a beginner with homemade stove, this is a topic. And every person that wants to create coconut with an homemade stove can click. But that is not interesting enough. Why? There is a way you can create interest around this. For example, if you remake this same title, something like your kids will love this incredible homemade coconut chip. These will cut it out way more than when you just say for beginners, homemade chips for beginners. The driving forces are different. You know why this is so? It's based on emotions. Every human being, we are emotional beings. So either we're making purchases or we're making decisions, we make it based on emotion, not the importance of what you are saying. So you have some channels, which I'm sure you would have seen 1 or 2, that has millions of views, and you are wondering, what are they doing here? You can't even see much value here. Yes, you may not know, but in the region where those views are coming in, they are emotionally attached to it. It's like somebody telling me to watch the Kardashian show. I can't watch it, but people are driven to it, that they fight on Twitter, they fight on social media, just on Kardashian shows, that I did not see any value in it because I'm not emotionally attached to it. So when you create your titles, make sure you add emotions. What are those things that spike up our emotions? Our children, kids, spouses, your wife and husband. If anything has to do with him or her, then you're going to react. So titles like, don't serve your husband this food if you don't want him to die. Boom. Everybody will be like, I don't want my husband to die. That's emotion. They will click and watch. Money is another very huge emotional trigger. Trigger your bank account. So when you don't have money, as anybody tells you there's something that can give you $500, all of a sudden you are trying to click it because you want to make $500. So it's another trigger. So based on this, I can actually even adjust this particular title and name it "Make $1,000 from Home Making Coconut Chips." You can already tell I'm switching the money into it. The number 3 reasons why you are not getting views on your YouTube content is because you have bad introduction. Let me tell you, people have about 30 seconds to decide if they will continue watching a video even after they click. So if you have a way around your title, you have a way around your thumbnail, and people click, it will take them about 5 to 10 seconds to determine if they will continue or not. So if you're a YouTuber and you start with "Welcome everyone to my channel" and blah blah blah, no, that's not the way to do it. Or you say, "Oh, if you are coming new, thank you for coming," and all of that. That's not how to do it. The way to do this is simple. When people click on a title, you have to rubber stamp back to them in proofs that what they have clicked is what they are going to get in the video. For example, why people are not watching your YouTube videos is what the title of this video is, and you can tell by the beginning I went straight into it to establish the fact that in all sincerity people have this problem, and I start straight away to giving you the solutions to it. I did a bit about the bush. That is how to do it, so people can know, oh, I'm in the right place and I'm going to get value from this. The faster they can quickly know that, the better for them to keep watching. Otherwise, they just click in and click out, and it's going to destroy your metrics, and YouTube will not like that, and it will drop your video. Which takes me to my number 4, which is when you have no information or bad information in the video. So even after you establish your introduction and you're correct, you need to hit the nail on the head directly straight up. If you want to promise somebody to make $1,000, quickly tell them the platform that you're going to use. Don't go about promising and promising in videos. Okay, I will show you. Don't tell anyone you will show them anything. Show them all the same. If you meant to show them later, do it now. So everything you do must be now. Plus, if your information is worthy, people are going to sign out. If what you're talking about on your channel is something I know before, why am I wasting my data and time watching it? But if by the time you introduce the video, which is supposed to be under 20 seconds or 10 seconds, and you hit a nail on the head, which is an information that I didn't know and actually satisfies why I clicked the video, I will continue to watch. You know why? Because that is it. I want knowledge. So either I need knowledge or I need entertainment. If you're an entertainment channel, make sure you hit the entertainment on point so people start laughing from these very 20 seconds that they click into your video. But then if you are doing like movies, most people still make that error. You are building up to go and do one ending that is massive. On YouTube, it doesn't work. They pull out and then you lose the view. I hope that's clear. Number 5 would be that you have no incentive for people who are watching. And I'm sure you also feel like this. Why am I even watching this? If you are watching Arsenal Football Club, at least you know you get value. You are getting entertainment, and then you have the bragging right because you're a fan. But the YouTube channel that you have, nobody is your fan. So you have to give them incentives for hanging around. If you're a tutorial channel, then you have to be there to give them support. So either they ask you questions, you have to support them to making exactly what you are teaching in that tutorial. That is what you can do. Not if you are not that, then you have to start giving some gifts. Maybe shout out. You can tell them you give them shout out on this channel. Maybe you have to promise them you are going to reply all the questions in the comment. You can actually even dash things you don't need in the house for people around you. Build a community, because that's how you can only survive on YouTube. If you think people are going to be watching you for watching sake, unless you're a celebrity, you are not going to go anywhere with the channel. Incentive giveaways will always let people stick around. And my number 6 is what I call B-roll. B-roll to me is the interferences that come from one shot. For example, this shot you're looking at is one shot. When another is slicing, that's another. Either you're using transitions, or you're using overlays, or you're using new media. Anyhow you're doing it, make sure you are switching from one position, which is going to be boring. Even if you zoom out and zoom in, that's also something. Just make sure you are disrupting the flow of your visuals. Attention span is very low for human. This is the era of TikTok, where it's just 30 seconds and 1 minute. Everything is compressed. So you can't come to YouTube. People are consuming TikTok. When they come to YouTube, they won't have the patience to just stay on one thing and be watching, like I said, unless you are a politician or you are a celebrity. Away from that, you need to switch. So put B-rolls. Whatever you are saying, let it appear. Don't say it, let them see it. That is the pattern to it. And that takes me to your editing. You need to be able to edit top notch, because if your editing is not nice, people are going to switch away, because your video is going to be boring anyway and they won't watch. My number 7 is something most people don't dwell on, because I have heard this over and over. A lot of YouTubers are tilting towards cameras. Oh, I want to buy a camera that is so expensive and all. But little did they know that the visuals on YouTube is not as important as the audio. You can hear my audio now. I spent a lot of money to make sure I built an audio that is worth the standard. When I started, I didn't have these, which made me lose a lot of views, because when people click in and they have to increase the volume of their phones and they can't even hear what you're saying, and then it's croaky and there are background noises and all of that, they get tired and they switch away. No matter how important what you're saying is, they get tired all the same, because they can barely hear you and they can barely even enjoy the process. But when your audio is top notch, then you're certain that people will hang around. My number 8 is what I call camera presence. A lot of people are YouTubers not because they are well trained for it. You aren't trained to be on YouTube. You are not trained to be a media person. You have no formal training to be on camera. So everybody's just doing to whom it may concern. But I want to tell you today that the presence on camera does a lot. Some people don't have positivity oozing through them while they're on camera. That you have to learn. Some people don't know the color blend of clothing they are supposed to wear while on camera. You have to learn that. You can't wear neutral colors that does not speak any volume. When people click into you, they don't see any love ambience. Study the psychology of color so you will know how to blend your colors and how to put things in play. I have a pink background. There's a reason for that. I'll go into this in another tutorial, and that's why I encourage you to subscribe to this channel and like this video so you would have access to it as soon as I make it. But let me give you another very small bonus that really works magic. I learned this from blogging. Every blogging post you make, an article you make, you must do what is called Outband Link, meaning you must reference back to another website that is related to the one you haven't. I implemented it on YouTube. Boom, it worked. Every time you make a video on your channel, reference another channel that is in your niche. What do you think you're doing? Most of us think, oh, I'm just helping them by promotions. No, you are creating an ecosystem for YouTube algorithm to know that is where you belong. Remember, the first problem you have with algorithm is you don't have impressions because YouTube doesn't know who to show you to. But when you refer to others in your niche in every of your videos, YouTube now knows that, oh, okay, these are the people in this same category. Then it can start showing your videos to people in that category. I'm sure this might be the first time you're hearing this, but I have it covered in a whole tutorial. Look at it here. Click this tutorial to learn how to outband your videos to get more views on YouTube. Click now. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.